Like back in 2015, 16, when I was first accused, when this lady that lived next to me first tried to accuse me and my folks of being terrorists, um, she started demonstrating the isolation tactics. And like I said, demonstrating they could see what you see, demonstrating they could hear what you hear. But like I said, I didn't know how deep it was by that. So she'll write stuff down instead of telling me, talking to me one on one. She'll write it down and all that. But and then when I first started mentioning, cause I was recording her with my old phone, I just didn't keep the SIM card. I threw the phone away. You know what I'm saying? Cause it was just too much stuff going on. So you know what I'm saying? I threw all the stuff away. You know what I'm saying? But um, she was like, I was telling her, I was like, it's a lot of stuff going on. I'm seeing this, seeing that, witnessing this, witnessing that. And then the first thing she said, literally out of her mouth, she was like, so it is true. That's all she said. So it is true. So that means, you know what I'm saying, she knew, by being sitting in place next to me in my old apartment, she knew the whole deal, what was going on. And while I was recording her, she was speaking about, a whole bunch of stuff about the local government building and all that, basically, explaining how the local government, plays a role, military playing a role, because she was talking about she had a military boyfriend at the time, and I tried to help her get a job. I did help her get a job. She tried to play me by walking off, on the job plenty of times by still having a job. I ain't never heard nobody walking off the clock and still keeping a job, and all this stuff was going on inside my apartment. So, I'm saying I tried to help her out, but you know what I'm saying? She was talking about all this stuff. I was trying to ignore the fact that she could have been an agent playing a role, but like I said, until she started indicating that she was and trying to accuse us of being a terrorist after the fact, and then trying, broadcasting all the indications and all that, that's when I started to wake up to it. Then about 2017, 18, that's when I found out the definition of the gang stalking, the definition, of how they call it gang stalking, and looking into videos about it, and all this information was being recommended to my phone through YouTube, these videos and stuff. And Wayne Daniels was one of them. Sherry was one of them. Gang stalking simulation. It was just a few. It wasn't that many people at that time of pages I was being recommended, but it was just like a few, like about a few of them, about 3 or 4 of them, whatever. And I started to look into it. And in the meanwhile, while I was looking into that stuff, I was under the influence. So I'm looking into this information, reading about it, and my mind just blown because I'm like, I'm seeing this stuff, witnessing this stuff, and then I'm reading information about this stuff. Then stuff was going on in where I was born at in Long Island, with El Chapo being locked up at the time, being like all this stuff, all this crazy stuff was happening. Fire Stick was being hacked, hearing all types of noises, sound effects through it, hearing voice of God technology. Went from sleeping on my bed to sleeping on the couch. Like a lot of stuff was going on. You know what I'm saying? Between 2013 to 2016, 17. Like all the tactics was being shown and demonstrated. But like I said, I ain't know the definition till about 16, 17. I ain't know the definition of it. But like I said, the lady that was the next door neighbor that they placed next to me that played a role. She accused us of being a terrorist, try to expose us for being one, try to make up these false allegation stories and stuff. And then, like I said, my mom tried to go seek out for help, go to the police. They was in on it. They the foot soldiers. They play a role. And wasn't nothing they could do. All they could do was just sit back here. You know the lady's name or you know the person's name, file a report, whatever, whatever. You can't file no report, no restraining order on nobody that's government affiliated doing this stuff. Because all they're going to do is hear about that anyway, and they're going to do more tactics of vandalism and all that stuff. So like I said, that's how deep it is. But once you realize your eyes are the camera and your ears are the microphone, that's it. And it's a shame you got to walk around with headphones all day, have sunglasses on all day, because your eyes are being played with you and your ears are being played with you. You know what I'm saying? You can't even conversate with nobody. And that's what she was doing. She was writing stuff down. She went from speaking at first to not speaking at first. Like on the clock, she'll speak before she left the job, and off the clock, when she stayed next to me, she'll write stuff down. Place notes on the door and everything. She used to place notes on the door and everything. Real talk, no lie. And I was wondering what the hell going on, man, because I was witnessing too much. It was too much crazy stuff going on all at once. You see what I'm saying? Throughout them time period, them years, and I just couldn't put everything together. You know what I'm saying? Females being coming to my porch, walking on the side of the street, coming to my porch, sitting down, human trafficking, getting dropped off on the side of the road, neighbors being placed around me, all types of noise campaigns, all types of indication due to this. And I didn't know what was going on until, like I said, 2016, 17, when I found out the definition was gang stalking due to YouTube recommendations. So like I said, YouTube woke me up to this. Then I started Googling, and Google woke me up more than anything when I found out more deep information. Then when I seen they had books about this, and then run into DB channel, Gang Stalking Simulation, seeing that they had books about this, I was like, yeah, do the ex-CIA agents being whistleblowers? Like, it don't get no deeper than that. So like I said, once you are the target, you could just bet that everything around you in your community, just about majority of it, is all orchestrated on you. And like I said, I had the money to try to get my own places throughout the years when I didn't know what was going on. They denied me. I had all the stuff, the pay stubs and all that. These places were making up lies and excuses, trying to keep me from living there, to have my own roof over my head. Like, they've been trying to stop me from having everything, man. When I had my little foreign, they ain't like that. They started, you know what I'm saying, demonstrating stuff then. You know what I'm saying? I'll be going to work in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning. There'll be people up there already at the job, sitting in the parking lot, 4 o'clock, 4:30. You know what I'm saying? I had to be there at 5. People are already there. They'll be trashing up the lot, doing all this extra stuff. They're going to send me out to clean up. And then, like I said, they sit back and playing with your mind and your eyes all day. So everything you just about was thinking and doing and seeing and eating, they done trashed up the whole parking lot to get you to clean up the parking lot so you can see, then remind you of what you seeing and what you thinking. Like, it's a real deep game, man. This whole game is to see you do what they want you to do in order that they place it. And if you don't go in the order that they got everything orchestrated, like I said, the people that they got placed around you, the inorganic beings and all that, they gonna have them messing with your stuff. So I figured, since I ain't got no freedom anyway, why not tell my story? Why not? I ain't got no freedom anyway. It's all fake. Even if I was to think I got freedom, they're gonna remind me that I don't. If I was to think that, you know what I'm saying, I don't have freedom, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna, like I said, whether I think it that I do or I don't, they still gonna demonstrate it anyway. But thanks to YouTube and Google and these books and these websites, that put me on a lot of game. Because remember, everybody play a role, so they ain't gonna tell you, yeah, you being gang stalked, you being watched, you being monitored. The military, you know, the Illuminati is watching you. All seeing eyes are watching your every move. We can see what you see. We know what you thinking. We know what you eating on. We ain't got to take camera pictures and photos and set up views in your apartment. We can see everything you see through your eyes and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about everything I was thinking, everything I was eating on, everything was being broadcasted before my eyes by everybody that was around me. And I was like, ain't no way in hell we all on the same page like this. Like, my mind was just blown the hell away. And like I said, I was already, you know what I'm saying, doing my little weed thing. You know what I'm saying, gassing up, you know what I'm saying, you know, high as hell. So it's like so much stuff going on in the midst of this. I'm trying to keep my head on, you know, on straight. And it's all this stuff going on. Taking medication, you know what I'm saying, all this stuff going on. Seeing counselors at the time, and you know what I'm saying, and they playing a role in it with their names being, you know what I'm saying, playing roles. Names similar to celebrities. Julia Roberts, lady I was seeing, Julia Roberts, and the celebrity Julia Roberts. I mean, it's crazy. All this stuff been set up, man. Seeing movies with apartment numbers 201, staying in apartment number 201, not knowing the deal behind it, and then witnessing stuff at the last minute, then moving from one apartment to a next one, trying to upgrade, and the same stuff taking place. Not knowing how deep this is, but now I know. You know what I'm saying? Everybody placed and everybody playing a role, so it's like, you know, if it's human trafficking, it's like I said, trying to set you up to commit a crime, because that's all it is, to get you to sleep, with somebody, you know what I'm saying, and then trying to get you to, to fail to commit a crime, so they could build up a true crime, true TV segment to put all these darn labels on you, and to have somebody playing a role on that. I be turning on crime TV now, court TV or crime TV now, and I be seeing dudes with the same similar names coming from Long Island and all that, being serial killers and all that. That's what they do. They try to push the same mission objective, same psychological mission objective on everybody coming from these same little areas, cities, and states. That's all they do. But a person wouldn't know if they don't critically think and they don't sit back here and just take the time out to just really think about some stuff. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't know. But that's all they doing, man. That's all they did. And I was like, wow, man, all this stuff going on. I'm seeing doctors with the same names, similar names as celebrities. I'm living in these apartments. I do music, and the type of music I do, they had me placing apartments 700s, just like the area code of Houston 713, and me screwing and chopping music. Like, they had all this stuff based upon studying me. They had all this stuff scripted and staged out. Like, it's real deep, man. I'm talking about, it's like horror movie, psychological horror thriller movie deep. And you'll never know who's all doing what. It could be a person from the past that you had problems with. It could be a person that you just seen right around the corner doing it. One of these little bots on bikes, walking around on foot with their book bags and all that. It could be either one of them. You'll never know. It's too many people in on this to sit back here and point the finger just at one. So since you just can't point the finger at one, you just got to be like, man, F everybody. Since everybody doing the same stuff, everybody play a role in this. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, the government want to make you out of an experiment to demonstrate that you're being experimented on before your eyes, that you ain't got no real freedom, and they watch you and everything you do, seeing what you see. Why not expose? Why not put everything out there? You ain't got nothing to lose. Why not? Neighbors, know what I'm saying, being up 24/7 to monitor you. The last neighbor that stayed above me, he ain't even sleep. He was doing noise campaigns. Made one of his daughters move out just so I couldn't sit back here and try to talk to him and be friends with him, just so they could sit back here and have a reason to sit back here and do the tactics, not knowing that when I sat back here and put one of my old furniture items out there by the trash, he sat back here and ran out there to go get it. And that's what they do. They take your stuff, try to do voodoo and all that stuff on it, and try to recycle it so they can sit back here and think, oh, I got something. It's like an antique item to them. You know what I'm saying? They came in my old apartment, 201, took one of my old shoes and stuff up out of it, threw it, I'm sitting in the street of one of the old places I used to work at, just to try to remind me, like, it's real sick. Like, it's sicker than sick, man. This game that they playing is real sick. Like, this is the sickest that it goes, man. But they want you to be friends with everybody, your neighbors, socialize, communicate, not look at people as the enemy at these jobs. Basically not judge nobody, consider everybody the same. That's all it is. That's all they want you to do. But hell, yeah, everybody the same, all right? They all playing that little role. So, I act too. You just ain't gonna be official in my eyes. You just gonna be, a role player. Cause I remember when I met a couple of, guys a few years ago, I was wondering why they was always saying, yeah, this person's straight, that person's straight. What about you? You wasn't straight from the get-go. You know what I'm saying? The main person that was saying, yeah, this person's straight, that person's straight. You wasn't straight, though. But why would they say that, though, if nothing else ain't going on? I wasn't even looking at people like, maybe this person could be this or be that. But when I was meeting them, and they had their little friends around, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, this person, yeah, this my homeboy, they straight. Why would you say that? Y'all playing roles. But like I said, when that lady was writing stuff down and all that, and the stuff I knew, the stuff I know now that I didn't know back then when I was seeing the signs and the hints, man, like I said, coming through your attic in your apartment, man. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get you to change your locks just so they can go around it, to come through the attic, to play around it and to vandalize and to carve stuff in your furniture, go through your room and had little kids do it too, draw all on your door, you know what I'm saying? Draw all on, because remember it's a psychological experiment, so they had all this stuff going on and your stuff that they were doing, just in case if you try to complain about it and reach out for help, it'll make it look like you did it. So they trying to consider you the schizo delusional person. They were doing all this, man. Going in your car, going in my car and everything. Like I said, I could be in a gated community. I'm in a gated community now. Went from a non-gated community to a gated community. They still doing the same thing. You see what I'm saying? It just calmed down a little bit. It calmed down a little tad bit. Not as drastic and not as much as it was at the old apartment complex. But it's still going on, though. Because they know I started to wake up a little bit more to it. See what I'm saying? At first, I didn't know. So that was literally consistently doing it. You know what I'm saying? But now, since I don't woke up to it, I see now, though. Like I said, thanks to YouTube for the recommendations. People speaking about this, the videos I was coming across, 2016, 17, all the websites I done read information on. You know, some of the books I done came across. Now I know this is real, and I've been knowing it was real, for some years now. And can't nobody tell me that I'm tripping, that I'm lying, I'm making stuff up, I'm delusional or nothing, because just because you don't believe it, that don't mean I ain't seen it and I ain't going through it. Just because you don't believe it, that don't mean that I don't know about it, that it ain't true. I ain't witnessing none of that, especially if you could record it, show proof of it, blow somebody else's mind away. Come on now. Human trafficking, drugs, all that play a picture. Especially they want to see you high at all times. Why not? So they can play with your mind and stuff. That's the best way to try to play with you. To hope and beg for you to get up under the influence so they could carry it out. But if you drop back on that weed, oh, they mad. Oh, they real mad. Frequency ain't gonna be up that high no more like that. So they gonna be mad, but they gonna be throwing all types of people, all types of agents in front of you, around you, to try to get you to get back into it. Females to try to get that DNA up out of you so they can get that little gift that they always wanted, that car or whatever. See what I'm saying? I be seeing a lot of females out here now driving in 2020, 21, new model cars and everything, but how do they get it? When the city look a hot mess, the streets a hot mess. Human traffic for it. Took that Illuminati oath. Pulling off on the side of the road waiting to get notified for you to pass by so they could come around you and find out where you going so they could pop up so you can see them. Because remember, it ain't about them seeing you, it's about you seeing them. It's your eyes that matter. It's your eyes that count. It ain't nothing about them that count. It's your eyes that count, that you recognize them. So they on your Terminator scope, describing who they are, where they from, all that. So it goes back to the database that they got, so they can see that you're in front of one of their agents. Scope one of their agents out. That's all it is. Did I hit the kill switch? And switch the whole community up, switch the whole world up. And now it's just inorganic beings versus real organic beings. And it's just a big face-off. And they're trying to create a new breed of inorganic beings with organic beings to really mess the world up. That's what they're trying to do. That's what they're trying to push to. Inorganic beings getting up with organic beings to see if they could create a new type of species, a whole new type of being on this earth. That's what they doing. They show it with the little animals and all that all the time. The little goats, the little billy goats and all that. 3 heads, 4 heads. You know what I'm saying? All that. Oh yeah, they do it. You gotta know about it though. You got to be a critical thinker to know. You got to know about it. That's all they doing. They showing you, they demonstrating what they doing, what they promoting, what they trying to do, what they trying to create. And people out here doing it too. They getting desperate and they sleeping with these inorganic beings, putting their DNA up in them and creating a whole nother species out here, a whole nother beings of species. And then guess what? The whole school systems are messed up. They done created a former terrorist. They done created a former target individual or a gang stalker or whatever. Like, it's real deep. Any deep thought that you can think of critical, this is how deep it is, period. Anything you could think of that's sick, demonic, deep, dark side, wise, that's how deep it is. That's how deep it goes. Like dark web wise, that's how deep it is. You know what I'm saying? Like how deep your mind could go, that's how deep it is. Like I said, these people don't sleep. They monitor. And you could tell who's monitoring. Everybody that's synchronized with you. Everybody that's synchronized with you done signed off. No matter who it is. Everybody that's synchronized with you done sign off on it. Even the ones that sign off on it that don't synchronize, like I said, they ashamed to synchronize with you because they know you might know or and they scared, they scared to be seen like that. There's a lot of them that used to synchronize with me consistently. I don't see them not that much synchronizing because they know I done caught on, especially if they hear about these videos. But like I said, why hold it in? Put it out there, remember? You're supposed to have freedom, remember? You're supposed to have freedom of speech. Put it out there. Since you know that everything you thinking of quietly, silently, through the remote neural monitor, they're going to broadcast it anyway and give the data up and tell everybody around you what you was thinking and saying anyway. So like I said, you ain't even got to record a video if you're a real TI. All they going to do is take your data for what you thinking quietly and silently and broadcast it anyway to give people something to do. So like I said, you ain't even got to record a video at all if you're a real one. That's how serious it is. That's for the real TIs. For the ones that thinking that it's really just all GPS tracking, nah. It's brain waves, brain frequency tracking. They ain't gotta track your butt at all through GPS. They doing it all through your mind. Through your eyes and your mind. They know what you're looking at. They know where area you at, where about you at, where you looking at. They'll send some people around there real quick. Real quick. Oh, he's looking in that direction. He's looking at that street sign or whatever. Go ahead, you know what I'm saying? Have about 10 or 20 people posted up around there. That's how deep it is. Then before you know it, you done ran into a whole unexpected audience of actors. But like I said, I'm trying to be in a real situation, a real relationship situation, not no government created, go where we want you to go, do what we want you to do, relationship. Get up with this inorganic being that we placed around you, get up with that inorganic being, or get up with this organic being, but they're playing a role secretly. And then before you know it, you get into a deep relationship. Then, like I said, your head messed up because you already know what's going on. You just didn't think this person was gonna play a role, or just dim it and just redeem it like that, and just come straight out and just redeem it like that. I called a Dollar General store back in 2016, 17. I swear to God, the woman stood on the phone. After I told her, I said, yeah, my name is, such and such. Well, I ain't even really had to say that. I just said, I just said my first name. I said, yeah, my name is, such. And I was just trying to see, where y'all hiring or whatever. The woman said, I swear to God, she said, we're currently doing an experiment right now. See what I'm saying? All that stuff, I could have been recording conversations and stuff I ain't recorded. And I put that on everything. That woman said that we are currently doing an experiment right now. I ain't got no reason to lie. And she wasn't lying either. And they always say if you're looking for a job, go out there in person. Don't just call over the phone, go out there in person so they can see you. Hell, they see me, all right. They knew my resume, knew I worked, knew I could keep a job. But that's not the point. The whole point is to play a psychological mind game to run you off from the job, to see what's going on in your mind, what you're thinking, so it could go back to the employees and the manager to keep the game going so they can keep on playing with your schedule, playing with your hours and all that. That's how deep it is. Then before you know it, you see what I'm saying? Like some of them employees at some of these jobs, restaurants and all, they'll be taking them out, taking employees and managers out. That's what happened because they were targeting individuals. That's how it plays out. But like I said, they're going to keep that out the news, though. The news ain't going to tell you that. The news don't speak about targeted individuals because targeted individuals is too rare and too real and too secretive for them to broadcast. If they put that out there and spoke about it, people will Google it. They'll see what's going on. So all these news channels ain't going to do it like that. Only a select few. You know what I'm saying? All these news channels ain't going to put it out there like that. Especially the community that you live in, they ain't gonna really put it out there like that. Why would they want to do that? That's how they benefiting all the money in the community anyway. All for you. Remember, all the business owners get the notification, get the alert that you're around the area, and they wishing and hoping for you to touch down at the business so they could get business. Then they mad as hell, they get too much business. Now you done overworked them. Now they want to kill you. You know what I'm saying? It's a dirty game. Now they want to kill you and take you out. Dang, we wish for him to come around here to shop, to spend. Now since he around the area, everybody in the whole community across the water, Alabama, everywhere gonna come around here. Now we got too many customers. Man, we need to find him and take him out. Execute him. Execute him now. Damn it. They be on their little walkie-talkies or their little phones. Execute him now. Yeah, I know. I know that's what they be saying and thinking. Trust me, I know. I'm the empath. Remember, I know. See, when you got a certain name, certain DNA, family background, certain history, they expect to create some stuff and expect you to be the Neo and to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? To put it together. They just want to see how fast you're gonna put it together, how long it's gonna take, and the more faster and quicker you put it together or whatever, and the time period, they create more stuff. You see what I'm saying? But throughout time period, some of the stuff will die down. Other than at first how it was, you see what I'm saying? Because at first, when everybody's first targeted and they see these tactics, it's just blown out of proportion. Everything is just, it's just too much. Then, years pass by, you figure it out more and all that. Then a little bit of it dies down, but you still highly targeted though. See what I'm saying? But you just can't get too distracted. You can't get your mind caught up in stuff. Because that's how they got these clones, and you see what I'm saying? These females and these clones of all this stuff to distract you, to get you, distracted on what's going on with you. They always try to distract you. So you gotta be on point. Don't fall for that Amber Rose lookalike. Don't fall for that Keisha Cole lookalike. You know. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do. Don't think about it. Then you get to the job and they got these females named Paris, Mercedes, named at the states, named at the cars and all that. Like it don't get no more, more thrown out there and more evident than that, man. There was one girl named Dominica, a white girl, that she said her name was Dominica when I was working at one of the restaurants. A little sexy white girl and all that, but her name was Dominica, and I was like, come on now, man. Are you kidding me? See what I'm saying? All that money I'm thinking about after all these little similarities and these stuff that you know and how they do this stuff. And then when you run into it, you like, man, this how much money going into this to have these people all like this? Coming from these countries and all this stuff with these names and similarities of names of states and countries and stuff you done been to and cars you done drove and all this stuff. Like I said, your mind just spinning. You know what I'm saying? You just want to throw the towel in, man. Let me get the hell up. Let me get the hell up out of here. Let me get away from here. You know what I'm saying? That what it make you do. It's just too much going on, man. It's just too much. This stuff is too orchestrated for me. Let me go ahead and get away from here, man. But then when they want to call you a quitter, nah, it's just too orchestrated. But that's what they do, and you ain't really targeted. If your target ain't deep, it ain't that deep, 'cause that's the highest level. You know what I'm saying? That's the highest level right there. I'm talking about old girl name was Dominica or Dominica or whatever, something like that. But it was still a similarity, you know what I'm saying, due to the Dominican Republic. I just said something about I ain't the ambassador in my video, you know what I'm saying? And they had an ambassador they just elected to the Dominican Republic. Like I said, that's how deep it is, though, with the government, the Illuminati. That's how deep it is. I'm telling you, they take your mind, your eyes, or what you think, what you look at, broadcast it on TV, and create people to fake stories or real stories or whatever based upon this. It's for you to put it together. It's just a game. It's a game for you to put it together. You put it together. Like I said, you think about it, put it together. They tell all the inorganic beings and all the people that play a role, all right, go follow him and go do this when he's inside the store to his stuff. Go do this, go do that. He ain't got no camera set up in his apartment. Go sneak up in it. Go do this, go do that. Go try to put some up under that little, or up under his, this and that, this and that. That's what they do. That's how the government funds. It seems like that's how the country funds, off of psychological experiments, playing with your eyes to see what you could put together all day. It seems like that's how they make their money for real. Picking people out to play these games with, and when you find stuff out, put stuff together, and all that, and you done solved it. See what I'm saying? You done solved it faster than the FBI, person could solve it. Then they orchestrate more stuff. You ain't CIA, FBI, but since they demonstrate these tactics to you, it's like you a trained CIA, FBI agent. Cause they doing all that stuff to you. Real talk. You see what I'm saying? It's like the feds, it's like the FBI, the CIA training you. You see what I'm saying? To be slick, one of them. The military and all. Playing with your eyes and your mind all day. Seeing what you can see stuff from a distance and all that. So if this country go to war, what I'm supposed to do, be on the front line to be the most experienced tactical being when it come to this? Hell no. Nah. I'm going AWOL. Y'all can have that. I ain't signed up for no Uncle Sam. Nothing. Nothing. Not me. Other people I know probably, but not me. See what I'm saying? That's what they do. I seen a chick literally the other day, yesterday, day before yesterday, in a new model car, looked like a clone of Emma Rose, pulled off on the side of the road, waited till she got that notification before time, you know what I'm saying? Way before time to pull off on the side of the road, waited till I got close, looked out her door driver's side window to see me coming up, and then hopped on the road behind me, like everybody be doing in traffic every time they get that alert. And then want to synchronize and go inside the stores with you so you can see it. Then you mess around going on the internet. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even got to go on a porn website. Now they sit back here showing these clones of these same type of females all up on your phone. And you sit back here like, man, come on now, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even trying to, you know what I'm saying, masturbate or none of that. And they trying to force you to do it because that's what they do, play mind games with you all day. You see what I'm saying? They try to force you and make you do it. Direct your energy to them. I guess they tell him, yeah, he's touching he's touching himself, or he's doing this now. So based upon him seeing you, so now you get a bonus. Now you get to keep that car for an extra year or two, just because he done gave off more energy or directed energy towards you. That's what they do. And then you getting hit with directed energy. You giving off directed energy, thinking about them, and all that. They tell them and give it to them through the database and all that through your mind. Then they hit you with direct energy weapons, and you in pain. See what I'm saying? You in pain all day. Like, dang. You wonder why you in pain. Because they blowing you away with direct energy weapons. You know what I'm saying? So crazy, well. But like I said, shit, they want to strip your freedom of rights away. Why not speak your story? Why not tell it? Why not put it out there? Trying to have me out here playing a Brian Pumper role for what? To get caught up. Because they want to see what I see through my eyes in engaging in sexual activity. Trying to have me be Brian Pumper. They done lock Brian Pumper up. Now they want me to be the next Brian Pumper out here in these streets, human trafficking females and trying to get me to human traffic just so they can sit back here and build up a case. See what I'm saying? And I know it sounds funny as hell, you know what I'm saying? I be laughing too, but it's crazy though, but it's deep, you know what I'm saying? That's what they do. They out here pimping. They out here pimping, drug slanging, all that. Orchestrated. And building up that case. They got that big old folder with your name on it secretly somewhere ducked off, using your mind and your ears all day. Your mind and your eyes and your ears all day to build up more and more of evidence, information. And you sit back there, once they pull that folder out on you, once you done got caught slipping and you find out that it was true, you like, dang man, this junk was true this whole time, and they were building up a case on me. You locked up, you seeing on TV inside the bin a true crime story based upon your character or your name and what you done got caught up into doing. You see what I'm saying? You can't do nothing about it because you locked up in the bin. See what I'm saying? Because they want to broadcast your thoughts all day through the radio, through Bluetooth, through whatever that they got. Neighbor came out this morning. Mom went to work. Neighbor came out this morning telling on themselves. Because like I said, when you get real deep into this, they can't do nothing but indicate. They ain't got no choice but to. They ain't got no choice but to. I should have called it, but I ain't catch that jump this morning. They try to keep you from having everything, boy. Everything you love and enjoy. They don't want you to have it. They don't want you to enjoy it unless they want you to play the role that they want you to play. To know what you know was real, but then to fake around everybody else for what they doing to you. So you know what I said, all they want you to do is just fake around the people that's faking around you. And then before you know it, like I said, one false move, you get into an argument with them, everything, you see what I'm saying? Everything blown out of proportion. Now you caught up. Now they got you up off the street. They gonna let them go because they were the agent, but they gonna lock you up because they need that agent to bait somebody else that they don't know what's going on for the same repeated patterns of what they try to do to you, targeting you, making you a target individual. They move on to the next future terrorists. See what I'm saying? Now they done got her, got him. And I feel sorry for all the parents out there that got kids going through this. That's the worst part about it. Thank God I ain't got no kids, but for all the ones that got kids, they going through it the worst, boy. I remember the one target individual chick that I ran to her page and she was with her husband and they were having problems and they was going from hotel to hotel because she was targeted so bad. It's sad, man. When you got kids and you targeted, it's sad. Real sad. I feel sorry for them the most, for real. Because they ain't asked for this. They ain't asked for this at all. But like I said, you want to send people out to watch people all day, you ain't gonna do them but entice them to commit a crime. You ain't gonna keep them from committing a crime just because you watching their every move. They gonna commit the crime to sit back here and see what y'all gonna do, how far y'all willing to snitch, how far y'all willing to call the cops. Since y'all wanna act like the cops in regular clothes. You see what I'm saying? Since y'all wanna be the cops in out of uniform. Community-based agents, on-site supervisors, OSS, on-site directors, directing that the movie on site, directing the actors on site, posted up in the cut directing them. Yeah, I know. I see y'all. I be seeing y'all out there directing them, directing these bots. But like I said, it's all good though because me, just like the real ones, we know what's going on. You see what I'm saying? And we telling our story. Y'all don't like that every second to a minute because y'all reading our thoughts, but we're going to put it out there. You shouldn't create movies based upon this, like I said before. Lifetime movies and all. Shouldn't have did that. Do y'all want to wake somebody up to it just to try to get them to solve all this stuff that y'all doing, that y'all train us to see and be aware of? And then the more stuff we see right through, you know what I'm saying, by reading, anything within our body, y'all want to have these inorganic beings pouncing around here thinking they kings and queens, right? Like I said, when they ain't got no purpose in life, got them thinking that they somebody special. Yeah, all right. Let's see how special they are when they breed. How much of a danger commodity that they bring into this norm, you know what I'm saying, this earth. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see them breed then. And just mess the world up more than it already is by them roaming around, placing them in equal opportunity positions, right? Work around somebody, to live around somebody. Got to use their mind to broadcast, to give them ideas behind their four walls of their apartment, in their house. They have ideas to create, to do. Yeah, I see them. When I come around, I see them. The inorganic beings, yeah, I see them. Leaving on the scene every time I arrive and all that. How do they get their house? How do they get their car? See what I'm saying? How do they get it? Do they gotta leave when you come around, or they gotta synchronize? Cause they do it every time I come around. So that's the reason why they in it. That's the reason why they got it. I'm over here speaking 41 minutes so far of facts. 41 minutes of facts. Being one of the biggest threats to the government. They don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, game over to the government, man. Y'all keep on demonstrating how these people out here demonstrating the downfall of the country, of these countries. And let's see how much money y'all gonna invest to build them up, since y'all keep on tearing them down.